Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in. One of the problems I have every time I make a video is, you buy a bunch of records, you put them aside, you listen to them, and they kind of get mixed up with a bunch of other records you've already have and already shown, and long story short, I'm too lazy to backtrack and check my own damn videos to see if I've actually shown some of these before, so I don't know. I don't know if I've shown some of these before. So if I'm double showing and you watch me constantly because I am wonderful and you all do, then forgive me for double showing, but whatever. Let's talk about some records. So, these are all eBay buys and stuff. Look around, you get something at the right price, you snag it. I also got a bag of goodies from my local record store, but we'll see how we do with time before we get into that one. Alright, right off the bat. Oh, a glorious, glorious fusion gem. Miroslav Vitous, however you want to pronounce that. Infinite Search off of Embryo. Cool label. I believe the label was set up by Herbie Mann, but I'm not sure. Don't take my word on that. Awesome players on this. You have Joe Henderson, John McLaughlin, Herbie Hancock, and the great Jack DeJohnette on drums. Beautiful, beautiful fusion album. Just a delight to my ears. George Russell Sextet at Beethoven Hall with Don Cherry. Oh yeah, baby. This is a original German press. Love that smell. Love that smell. This is one I don't know. Did I show this one? I don't even know anymore. I'm so damn confused. But recorded in '62 or something like that, I think. A great. I hesitate to call it a standard jazz, but it comes off as being a standard jazz sound. But, George Russell, it's never what it appears to be. So there's times where it's bordering a free jazz feel and times where it's bordering more of a fusion feel. Left to right, the album just kills. Absolutely love it. And another George Russell, the Esoteric Circle. Oh yeah, baby. This is off of Flying Dutchman. Been wanting this baby for a while. And the great Chris Cole pointed out a cheap find for me, so I was very happy to get it. Arild Anderson on bass with John Christensen on drum, and Terje Rypdal. Just rips this up all over the album. Absolutely wonderful playing from everybody, but especially the great Terje Rypdal. Great album. Very fusion-y sound to it. I think that one was in '69 or something. I can't remember. But whatever. Jono El Grande. The Melody of a Muddled Mansion. Jono El Grande is one of those weird musicians that, he's a Frank Zappa lover because it's reminiscent of some of the kooky sort of Frank Zappa, funny jazz, if you would. But it's a modern fusion record with a Zappa-esque turn to it. Let's put it that way. This came off of a Norwegian label. What the hell? Room Gramophone. Absolutely love them, but very excited to pick that one up. Spent some money to get it. ECM release, Beret Phillips. 3 Day Moon. Beautiful album. Almost a... What's the word I'm looking for? Almost a new age feel to it. Terje Rypdal once again coming in on guitar on this one is just magnificent. Heavy use of synthesizer, in guitar synth, with organ and tablas. Just great album. Absolutely great album. Here's another one. I don't know if I showed this one. Billy Harper, Capra Black, off of Strata East. Or is it Strata? Yeah, off Strata East. Great jazz album. Kinds of gets into a little bit of the spiritual sound, but overall a more, very standard sound. Fantastic album. Another from Room Gramophone. Fire Orchestra, Second Exit. No cover at all, but you know, whatever. Almost comes off being like a single. And Fire Orchestra is, of course, a Swedish, Norwegian, Scandinavian group, however you want to say it, with like 28 different members who just get together and do this awesome, bluesy, funky, jazzy, free jazz, noise, monstrosity fusion album. Oh, I love them. I can't wait till more comes out. Love Will Find a Way. Pharoah Sanders. Got this real cheap and a bit of a letdown. It's got that real sort of 70s slick, poppy, borderline disco feel to it. Not a bad album, but you know, just kind of expected more. Alan Holdsworth, Velvet Darkness. Whoa! Talk about an album that just rips and rocks. I guess the best way to call this is a progressive album. You know, very heavy guitar with some jazzy background going on. Has Narada on drums and Alphonse Johnson on bass. I mean, absolutely wonderful. Little side note, and like a week and a couple days or something like that, he's actually coming down to my city, Boca Raton, and he's going to be playing. And I am, unless I get hit by a car and I'm working till like 9 o'clock at night, I plan on being there to see it. Very excited about that one. The Fugs, self-titled off of ESP Disc from '66 or something like that. The Fugs, I guess the easiest way to call them is a sort of a psychedelic group, but it's more of that weird psychedelic stuff. Weird album. Humorous in some ways and very sort of dirty in other ways. I enjoy it to all kinds of hell. Arthur Blythe, Blythe's Spirit. Still in the Shrink. Arthur Blythe is one of those musicians that I don't know if he's just underrated or nobody really knows about him, but you can always pretty much find his records, I mean, pretty damn cheap. Whereas opposed to, I mean, if it were somebody more well known, they'd be more expensive because just the caliber of music is just that good. I mean, just awesome jazz playing, free jazz a little bit, but sticking more to a rhythmic side. Love Arthur Blythe. A single I got. John Linnell. Oh, look at it. Oh, you can't even see it. But look, shaped like the continental United States. John Linnell songs featuring Montana and Louisiana. John Linnell is one of the creative force of They Might Be Giants. It's a band I grew up with. I just absolutely love them, but found this online. It was only like $8 even with shipping. I had to grab it. I could not resist. Jack DeJohnette's Directions, Untitled. Finally got a nice, clean, and cheap copy of this. Been on a hunt for a while. Anything with Jack DeJohnette is, you know, a fucking score in my book, and especially anything Jack DeJohnette's, you know, directions or special edition or any of that stuff. You know, the more of the fusiony sound. Oh, that's the era of music that I just love. That 70s fusion. And last one we got, it's After the End of the World. Sun Ra and his Intergalactic Research Orchestra live at the Duschenschafingen and Berlin festivals. Woo! Great live Sun Ra albums. Way out there. There's a lot of really noisy, chaotic, you know, moments on here, and a lot of very quiet moments on here. With, I mean, just more players than I'm even going to bother to tell you guys about. But, you know, I mean, just anything Sun Ra I can pick up, I pick up. MSP label, or the BFS, however you want to call it. I think they're a German label, but this is a US press from 72, I think. Yeah, 72. Originally came out in 1970. any original Sunrod I can get my grimy little hands on, I'm gonna pick up. But that's what I got. Should I show these? Should I? No. Let's keep it nice and short. This way I can make another video in a couple days. You know, if I actually ever get around to it. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Hope you guys learned some things. Hope others of you are, you know, drooling. But yeah, as always, till next time.